All right, guys, I'm going to put this video in context, but really to get the most out of it and for it to make the most sense and really feel it, you're going to want to check out the previous 3 videos, at least 2 of the previous 3 videos, because that not only explains the background of what happened, why we were taking on the meals from another meal plan company, but also get you through the journey almost in a real-time kind of situation. I take you on my shopping route on a crazy Saturday that was probably the second craziest day of a pretty crazy week, and now this video is actually immediately after the 24-hour shift that I did on Sunday. Now it's Friday, so I'm a little bit more recovered and going back into another crazy weekend. But fun note, we finished this week with just our sous chef. Actually 2 days we didn't have our sous chef. We've got our new executive chef starting Monday, and I'm gonna have a 5th video that goes into all these other details, a lot of other insights and thoughts and stuff that I shared in the video, but I had to cut out just for the sake of time. There's just so much. I was recording as I was going through this hellish weekend, and I definitely want to share that stuff with you because I think you guys would get some benefit of it. It'll give you some ideas for some stuff that you're going to want to consider if you ever get into similar situations. And I also go over how I think I could have avoided this. Definitely alerts, subscribe, and hit the link that will give you the Google form. You fill that out, I'll send you a free copy of the meal plan order tracking system. I will send you a free copy of the ebook once it is done. Maybe it's done already, who knows. And you can also hit me with any questions, give me any comments, any feedback. Do you want more videos like this that are kind of behind the scenes of our chaos, or do you want me to keep it to the controlled, question and answer kind of format that I've been doing? Let me know. I can do either. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can go live on my cell phone next time something like this happens. Right now I'm at 201, which means I need another 799. So share with your business partners, share with your employees, share with your friends, share with your family members, share with your loved ones, anyone you think should know this information to understand what you need to be doing, what your company needs to be doing, how your company operates, whatever. If they would enjoy this stuff, please share it with them and ask them to subscribe so we can get to 1,000 subscribers faster and I can do some live streaming. I hope you guys enjoy and get something out of this. Here is the end of the 24-hour shift.
Welcome to our channel where we go behind the scenes of our meal plan company Fit Food Fresh and other local businesses across South Florida. Make sure you hit the subscribe and alerts so you never miss a video. Hit us with any questions or suggestions.
Okay, so I just completed 24 hours non-stop working for Fit Food Fresh. Right now I'm honestly so exhausted. It wasn't just like a regular 24 hours, it was mentally fatiguing. There was a lot of things changing. We were short on a lot of stuff, so I was doing a lot of shopping, a lot of traveling, searching. Like, my brain feels exhausted. It feels like it's so crazy how long and short this week seems at the same time. And yeah, I've officially been up for 24 hours and 15 minutes. Bear with me, man. It was crazy. My team worked very, very hard. We have some people who really showed themselves to be pillars. We had some significant challenges as a team. Full transparency, we ended up parting ways with our chef. He had such a major issue with us producing meals and selling them wholesale to another meal plan company who he just saw as straight up competition. He had such a problem with that he sabotaged the first cook and neglected the second one to the point where I spent my entire Saturday. So this is 24 hours straight after, so now it's Monday, damn, my whole weekend. So this is 24 hours straight after Saturday was spent shopping. I went to Restaurant Depot 3 different times. I went to Costco, Cheney, and Cisco in the same day. So it was 6 stops. Oh, and there were some Publix runs. Oh, and then Friday it started off with me having to go to every single Publix in Boca and buy every box
box of gluten-free pancake mix I could find. Boca is out of gluten-free pancake mix for this week. They're gonna get restocked next week. You guys are good, but right now it's gone. We did it. I did it. So it's been a long weekend. We definitely learned that we can produce the meals. We got the orders late from the other company because their deadline doesn't match with ours, and they also had to kind of fit their menu into ours, make selections and stuff like that were similar. So it was a mess. It could definitely be easier. If our company, the guys are like, man, we got to do so much to be able to double, because this company was actually a little bit bigger than us, so it'd be doubling, a little bit more than doubling. But they were concerned that we'd have to do a lot of things, but in order to meet that capacity. But I actually think that if the plating was uniform, because one of the big issues was the chef insisted on plating our food first and then their food second, and I knew it was going to be a problem, and I just said it doesn't make sense. Why are we making the mess twice? Set up, breakdown once. Plating separately ended up being a huge time suck. We ended up having to pull in their staff most of the days. Both companies definitely got screwed up by this. This was a hell of a challenge. Then we just went through it without a chef. We were able to, and that's a really hard thing to do because there are some strong loyalties. A lot of them don't even speak fluent English. So our relationships with them are nowhere near as strong as what the chef has with them. But we do provide, and I think they recognize that we provide, an environment that reflects our appreciation of them. I did 24 hours because my team was working hard. If they weren't such hard workers, I wouldn't feel the pressure to go 24 hours. But that's how hard they work. They didn't do 24 hours, but I gotta work harder than them, right? I'm the boss. I gotta have their respect. Do whatever it takes. Steven was sick, so he had his daughter today, so he had, we were kind of limited, and there's not much you can do at that point, too. We got to a point where we were at max capacity because we have two companies in one space plating so inefficiently. It was so inefficient. What seeped out was his problem was the other meal plan was making money without having to do any work. So he made sure that they'd have to do some work by, unbeknownst to anybody else, deciding to not plate their food. So he did cook their food, but he did not plate their food. Now, we obviously charged this other meal plan company enough money to make some profit on it. So, as with any client, I would expect that we'd be able to deliver a finished product to them. And in my eyes, we didn't. So in my eyes, the chef failed his job. And we're normally not so strict about grounds of termination and things like that, but the way that he abandoned his team, and the sous chef had to stay late to finish really what the chef should have had accomplished during the day when he had a full staff to do it. The sous chef had to sit and cook some extra items that the chef didn't cook, even though they were on the production list. It was very frustrating. But the bright side is we had some team members who came in and helped. We had some friends and family who came in and helped. And the level of gratitude that I feel right now is, it feels good to feel this grateful. And it's so humbling, and I immediately feel so in debt to so many people. But I'm so grateful that I have people who I can call on to get this done. Both friends and family, people from my personal life, but also our employees who came from their house. They already went home and they were comfortable and they were in bed. All of them were called in after 9:30. So the fact that we had people who were willing to do that and travel half a county to come back to work, salaried people who weren't making any extra money, they could have easily avoided our texts and our calls, and some of them did, but the ones who did show up, that was I'm at a loss for words. I don't know if I'm going to post this on YouTube or just keep this private, but today was definitely a day that I'll learn from. So I'll have to put it down in my journal, so I'll one day revisit it, because we just see so much craziness. But this was familiar, but also something that we haven't had to go through in a while. We've had to deal with little catastrophes here and there. A lot of it's, intangibles that have to be dealt with, but this was very tangible. We had to basically compress time.
All right, guys, like I said, there's a lot more that I wanted to leave. I actually thought this was going to be longer, but some of the content, it made it so that, without getting into too much detail, it basically made it so that if I had to add a little bit more, it made the most sense to add a whole lot more, and I promised I was going to keep this one short. So in the 5th video, I'm going to just sit in front of a camera, and after watching all this stuff, kind of rechew it, redigest it, and go over it with you guys in a more organized format and more concise as far as time expenditure goes. I do want to cover this stuff. It is going to be, I keep on calling it nitty gritty, but it's going to be some honest stuff. I'm a little reluctant to put it out there because I just feel weird having it out there and kind of talking about these relatively personal conversations that we had with our chef that aren't really personal, but at the same time, it's not something I necessarily want our employees to know about and to have his team know about, but it is something that other business owners, I think, would have a benefit of knowing. So I'm looking for another platform or method to restrict the viewership to just you guys, maybe just subscribers, so that you're still able to see these more sensitive type of topics and material, but without it kind of being out there for the whole world to see. So definitely subscribe and hit the alerts. Also, hit the link below. It will take you to the Google form I mentioned in the beginning. I'm going to send you the order tracking system and the ebook as soon as it's done. And you can also reach out to me. I want to know what you guys think about this kind of content. I want to do some more stuff, maybe with some guys in the office and some behind the scenes kind of stuff, but it's probably going to be more rough footage. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can go live on my cell phone next time something like this happens. Right now I'm at 201, which means I need another 799. So share with your business partners, share with your employees, share with your friends, share with your family members, share with your loved ones, anyone you think should know this information to understand what you need to be doing, what your company needs to be doing, how your company operates, whatever. If they would enjoy this stuff, please share it with them and ask them to subscribe so we can get to 1,000 subscribers faster and I can do some live streaming if that's something you guys would find interesting. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day.